We are excited to announce the release of version 4 of the Chat Flutter SDK. This release is focused on the developer experience, making the Flutter SDK easier to use, integrate, and customize. So let's quickly explore some of these functional changes in this video. Please take a look at our v4 migration guide for a detailed breakdown of everything that changed. If you're completely new to Chat Flutter, we recommend our Getting Started tutorial or taking a look at our samples repo. We have tutorials and guides showing you how to add Google Maps integration, real-time chat games, and fully fledged chat application samples. Everything is linked in the description. So what's new in version 4? All of these stream classes and widgets are now prefixed with the stream keyword. We made this change to avoid name conflicts when importing and to also make the discoverability of our widgets easier. The majority of the widgets and classes still function the same. The biggest architectural change in this release is the introduction of controllers. These replace their block counterparts. For example, StreamChannelListController replaces the channel's block widget. Let's take a look at some example code. Before version 4, creating a list of channels was done like this. Here, the channel list view widget is responsible for laying out the list of channels. This widget required you to have a channels block above it in your widget tree. This block managed the state and provided methods to interact with that state. The channel list view was able to interact with the channels block using inherited widgets. This approach made it slightly difficult to control and interact with the states of the channels block and was always dependent on your current position in the widget tree. Also note that attributes such as filter, sort, and limit were set directly on the channel list view itself, which resulted in a tight coupling between the channel list view and channels block, or between the UI and business logic. Let's see what the equivalent code looks like in version 4. The changes to take note of are that channel list view is now renamed to Stream Channel List View, and that there is no channels block widgets anymore. The channels block widget is replaced with a Stream Channel List Controller. This controller functionally does the same as the block before, but the controller manages everything related to the channel list state and can function on its own. Take note that the filter, sort, and limit arguments are now set on the controller itself and no longer on the channel list view. Additionally, the controller exposes a lot of convenient methods that can be easily accessed, for example refresh, and you're free to create, manage, and dispose of this controller in whatever way makes sense for your application and architecture. The Stream Channel List view is only there for UI and can still be customized in a number of different ways. Alternatively, you can also easily build a completely custom UI using only the Stream Channel List Controller. Here is an example of what that code would look like. Just as before, you're creating a Stream Channel List Controller in the exact same way. However, now you're building a completely custom UI and not relying on the pre-made Stream Channel List View widget. By making use of a value listenable builder, you can update the UI when the state of the controller changes. Something important to note is that the Stream Channel List Controller is provided by the Chat Flutter core package. This means that you do not need to depend on our UI widgets if you're not using them. Or if you want, you can use a combination of custom UI and pre-made widgets. If you're familiar with our core package, then take note that the Channel List core widget is now also replaced with the Stream Channel List Controller. Version 4 introduces these controllers as well. They functionally behave in the same way as what we have just discussed, except for the StreamMessageInputController. Let's quickly explore that controller. Before version 4, the code to display the messages in a channel looked like this. And for version 4, there are very minor changes. As you can see, everything is now marked with a stream prefix. However, you have the option to pass in a StreamMessageInputController, which allows you to perform a variety of actions to easily manipulate the state of the message input. For example, manipulating the message, adding attachments, or clearing the value. If you do not pass in a controller, one will be created automatically. You can also use the StreamMessageInputController entirely on its own and create your own custom message input field. Please take a look at our migration guide and documentation for additional examples. Feel free to leave a comment below and let us know what you think, or reach out to us on GitHub. We hope you enjoy this release, and we have some exciting features planned for the future that we can't wait to share. Stay tuned.